Yeah, I mean, the thing about this is they're actually not really respecting giving away Tantress and to, I think, the most commonly played and comfortable heroes. Viking have a lot of success.
Definitely Celery's like making the most of the situation. Of course, you can argue an ET can use all those stacks to his advantage. I don't know if you can on this lane. It feels like you're always going to have to maybe stick close to Seb in case they try.
Yeah, they also have to know about the stacks.
Hey, you're playing against Viking. If you don't believe they're going to stack every single goddamn game. I think Viking were kind of like the first team on it. Stacking started coming back in that's really obsessed with the idea of bolting up.
Yeah, so Saxa is gonna work in there. Yeah, he did spot the... I mean, at this point, it's just two.
It's two double stacks, but that should flip up. I think maybe they're kind of waiting so Shad's at a point where he can be self-sustaining in the lane. Of course, now there's always that threat that Seb could just black hole you.
Yeah, this bottom lane, though, thing, mid one already level 6. Notail has given him quite a lot of solo experience here. They're gonna go on Toby. No boots on Notail, though. Of course, are proving quite annoying from it.
Well, get rid of
manage to bring down.
Is it me or was the damage maybe done
stack,
here?
Though.
Yep. Ooh, no, they turned on the Notail. They say that's the easier target instead. They'll whiff the poison. Will tick off. No, he gets a new one in the mid one. He needs the lifesteal. He does get it, but he needs a target now. Notail's low. Second time. That means Notail isn't going to die. He's going to turn on to Aramis, and they'll just leap forward on top of him. Arius Assault clipping onto him. They will kill Aramis.
Yeah, I think Aramis, he missed those two poisons, or I don't know if it was two, but he missed those poisons.
No, he got the tree!
Quelling.
Oh, he was randomly guessing for a while, then he saw him leap through the trees, and with that rotation, Boom gets a big gold influx.
Yeah, it's also very useful. Toby gonna get to 6. He's got the book flying out now. Oh, now all of a sudden I think the link becomes a little bit difficult to monk play in. I think you need to bring a sort of a third hero to this. In anticipation of the Beastmaster using Roar and his book to try to kill the monkey. Wanna be bringing a third hero down here, so kind of make this counterplay when the Beastmaster uses. And if you don't get a kill with that, then it feels very sad all of a sudden. Unless
the other thing,
mid one could also just be the one roast toast.
Yeah, maybe that was the plan, because Monkey King is that type of hero. You go to a lane, you get your jig, you make a kill happen, and you kind of try and try and jump to the another kill. Now they're looking for the kills. They knew they were going to come over this farm stack. Shad in a bit of trouble, so level 3 Ios, so there's no real way to save him. Let me know, pulse up. Oh, Toby? Okay. He thought maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to save him, but you can see when he threw out that Primal Roar, it was already far too late, and they don't hesitate to commit the black hole for that pickoff. He easily secured the stack.
I think it was a pretty bad idea by Toby there. Exert much more pressure by staying in this bottom with your book. Your Beastmaster for that boost. And TP and Necro Book. You're gonna have to do the Walk of Shame back to the bottom lane. Even if you came there, you know, you were never gonna save the gyro. Trying to get some sort of counter kill in jungle, not for you. Pressuring this bottom lane would have been much more efficient for kind of shooting himself in the foot there.
And you have to be careful, because both these teams, they both like this kind of running-y style of Dota, where you make one mistake and those snowball quickly. Viking right now maybe making the bigger critical mistakes. They're at least able to secure the CS and Boom. Gets invis in time. Laguna was committed as well. Just have to sneak off back to the rune. We'll find a haste rune, but likely we'll see the rotation.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Shad's found his new home. The problem with that is, like, now that you've shifted to the jungle, mid one has a free lane in the top. So that worry about the beast in his book is now just being dodged out.
Yeah.
Oh no. He gets caught in the cogs. A jump forward on top of him. LSA does come out in time. I was going to be there. Just in the nick of time to maybe save him. EMP needs to get out of range. Able to move away. Thompson is hunting though, with the cold snap still running. Celery trying to save the day, and boom! No, he might take out here. He's got the fairy fire, but it's still on cooldown. He tried to switch it from the backpack too late.
Died with like a 2 or 3 HP margin, I think. There, he died on the last tick of the. And yeah, his fairy fire wasn't. I don't think his fairy fire nor one was ready.
No, he was switching it out because it was in the backpack. I think he still has 4 seconds left at that point. Clutch kill. And now with that haste ring gone, like Viking, when they're up, what's their move here? Because your IO is still only level 4. So there's no cheeky reload play that's going to happen in the next 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, you really need IO to level 6. See already that the gyro is suffering in terms of levels quite heavily. Also, all of OG scores they're finding what they want.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And do you think this comes back to that interception stacks, right? Where OG obviously got more XP out of it without those extra stacks. If that was there, Celery's probably at 6 by now, Shad's probably up at 8. And then they're looking at a rotation in their own. They are rotating still though, they find Seb.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They should secure the bot tower for Viking, so now they can actually get a little bit of extra gold in the pocket of the gyro.
Yeah, some much needed. Viking, they're gonna be a quick
double damage.
Auto.
So in though, they'll still find some.
Radiant's bottom tower
has the disruption. They'll find a little bit of
Radiant
time.
structures are fortified.
Run this one off though. Chase him down. The battery assault there, he's gone.
Protect this bottom tower, and mid one has queued up the battle fury. Going for that very heavy.
Yeah, because we've been seeing a lot of Ags on Monkey. Because it helps speed up your farm, right? But it also has maybe more aggressive use of battle.
Yeah, the thing is, he is the kind of real position one. Oh, understandable.
Structures are fortified.
Want to have one hero that
Dire's
scales
middle tower is under attack.
kind of a right.
Seen a lot more on the odd core here and there, just giving you that extra like accelerant, take down towers, stats a bit as well. I guess you do have the means of holding it in place to hit the
Radiant's
medium
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, they are. I mean, OG have some very, very good.
Coming in to play. Aramis gets the disruption out again to dodge out the EMP. Boom is here. LSA just about clips on the no-tail, but Monkey arrived, the black hole comes out. They'll turn 1 kill into 2. They've got damn magicians here. Once again, get some high-value targets out of that black hole. That was the blink reveal, but every time Viking step up, push back.
Really like what Seb is doing. Black hole. Whenever he sees up, he just immediately jumps and just black hole.
Regeneration.
It's definitely the right approach at this point of the game. You don't need to rely on hitting. A hero, you can kill him and go. That cooldown going and get the free kill.
Alright.
Efficient way to play in this early.
I think right now the panel's like, crap, did we say you get a 5-man black hole? I don't think he's going to wait for a 5-man black hole. Ooh, hookshot in. Still clips on the Toby even though it hits the creep. The initial stun is good enough to trap in the Yelly man. He does throw out the primal roll. Will be reload out. Do they want to fight this though is the question, because OG are already stacking up. The Enigma is not here. Of course they don't have black hole. Perfectly thrown out in the no-tail. LSA does clip. The stomp's going to come out. The Earth split on a free. Hit that 4. Boom. Able to move away in time. And Disruption will dodge out Gyro. Because of that, OG will back away. Maybe Viking now push towards the tower, but they seem still very, very hesitant to enter the Radiant territory.
Yeah, it's kind of for Viking right now. Gyro is level. Partnered up with the IO, and early game got slowed down quite a bit. It take a while. Get to the sags and then some before become a hero.
I guess another part, right, is when you're looking at the way this combo wants to play, they want to be off in the jungle. Yeah, they're divvying up XP, but then they can rotate. They can join in a fight. They can find a pickup. But usually that relies on their opponents being split. And it seems like OG, most of the time, are pretty stacked up. So it's almost like Vikings can't find that pickoff opportunity that their draft is kind of designed.
I mean, OG are pretty much using the buddy system. Thompson is sort of a free agent, but see that they're always playing it one another. Now they're gonna leave. Monkey behind, he's gonna fall back a little bit. Thompson is gonna kind of rotate.
What need have I for this?
They're all kind of playing in close proximity. They are able to help out one another.
Counter out Viking style of playing. They are a team that they like this idea of kind of out-mobilizing their opponent. They play wide on the map to exploit it. That's why they look so lethal whenever they get their hands on iron.
This will come in handy.
Yeah, and the easiest way to kind of counter it is first do well in lane, but then also just play together, stick together, group up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Always been moving towards something, right? Never look like you're kind of slowing down. That is something we know OG have mastered in the past. Is this idea of never letting up down this tier 1. Toby shows he'll be in trouble because they are smoked up behind top. Then they TP mid. They see an opportunity. Mid one in trouble though. Hit up by the Purge. He can't get the lifesteal quick enough. He's going to be brought down. So a 1-for-1 exchange. But now there might be punishment bot. Beastmaster goes in. Toby low on mana. Did use the Primal Roar here. Tom's going to connect, but the reload in. They do see top. They're chasing forward onto him. The homing missile is going to pursue, but it's going to be too slow. Zaxa does sidestep the LSA in the meantime with the drums, looking to run away from Boom. Will distract him for the entirety of this. No tell here. No longer continue to pursue Thompson. Hook shot. Ooh. He'll still be fine, it looks like. Reinforcements are coming. That whiff on the hook shot will not cause no tell his death. Get out.
They managed to find the mid one. Of course, quite the big pig. He's the highest farm.
And he just...
You're starting to give them, you know, some sort of a... kind of a... Revenge. Yeah, for that last game. Thompson obviously having a great game. He's got the axe, the medium.
Yeah, I'm liking this Meteor Hammer and Invoker more than the Titan.
Is under attack.
Definitely getting a lot of value out of it. Quick Roach. They're going to be too late to try and intercept this at all. They are smoked up, but there's no way in hell you're getting in the pit quick enough. And the Black Hole is still available. It's the big threat that's got to scare you. They've slowed down a bit. And you go in, Primal Roll for it now. Found the strike. Egg gets picked up by mid one, and Toby, for all his attempts, will fall here. Oh no! That wasn't the quickest cancel of Black Hole. We definitely all saw that. He'll go for a TP away. A lot of damage to the creeps, but not enough to kill him off. Thompson is, however, left behind, but it does reveal he's going to pull the Shad. And they will just zone out and force themselves away from mid one before he can have any impact. The Wheel comes hits down, but Laguna hits hard. BKB gets activated. Shad is out of the arena, though. No tell. Stand his ground against this. A lot of heals coming out from Celery. Will find one kill. Mid one can't get the balance on the two. Moves one of the boomers. Disruption dodges it out, and Aramis is going to live, but mid one going down the once, and it looks like maybe twice. They've got LSA. They'll zone away the reinforcements to make sure there's no ET stomp, and they will stomp mid one's face into the dirt.
Yeah, finally they managed to get it right. I like Pad's kind of maneuver there. He baits out the Black Hole from Seb, just walks back out again. Immediately, I mean, they start the fight by killing. I'm almost surprised they didn't kind of try a buybacker there or something.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, I mean, they take a very nice fight. They managed to fight there. Charges.
Maybe Thompson's fault. Most of my useful spells will cool down. I don't know if I want to do this right now. Seb, gone. And then this is how you start to cripple OG. We said Viker won't pickoffs, and when you hemorrhage kills and you come in slow like this, that's what's going to happen. No tell the hook shot to interrupt the stun follow-up, but Sax is already dead. They might lose more here. No tell. In the trees, trying to move away. The creep's going to chase onto him. Thompson fighting with a Shadow Demon possible right now. And he's just about winning, but the reinforcements coming in means it's going to be a trade, and a bad one at that. There's 3 more heroes fall for the side of OG, and all it costs Viking or Aramis' life. They might find more if you're not careful. I mean, No-Tail, if he shows in this mid lane. But this was the thing we talked about. Both sides are like this. If they see one sign of weakness, they will not let up.
And Aramis, he's already 7 prior to this. What's another one? But they managed to get a kill on they killed Thompson twice now. Time span of... Well, plus time it takes for him. But they're starting to find some... Gyro now is... Fasher here. Quite interesting. One way that you can cancel this. Yeah. Enigma is kind of creep. Quite likely that you are going to get.
If there's a black hole going on, a lot of their heroes don't really want to go in it as well, right? Hit the target. It's usually the Monkey King and the rest are like set back in case something goes wrong. So likely he will get those bastions. Autopilot mode is up. I'm black hole anyway. Well, let the AI go. Now all of a sudden he's at him and he's quite spooky. You know, he's got the BKB, he's got the BKB, he's always got the IO. I guess the real question is, like, how does OG kind of pierce to the backline here?
Oh,
so he's...
Saxa, he's gonna get it. He's Paladin Sword.
Oh.
That's a very, very big item for... I mean, it would have been a huge item for Viking, but...
It's an amazing pass me down as well, right? Like when Shad decides he doesn't want it anymore, you stick it on Celery. That's even more regen. But now, that's going to be a big pain in the ass. And maybe, yeah, the Monkey King even has... Thompson. Front wall's going to come out. Thompson. Whoopsie.
5 heroes.
All right. How long was he alive that time before he died? I think he was at least alive over a minute. So
I think that was more like 2.
Respectable. He's improved. Although his net worth is not. Almost behind the Beastmaster now and having quite the awkward game. And in the last few fights, Toby, I mean, he's been the simple initiation, right? I remember the panel was saying that they were maybe concerned about the not cheap stuns, but these high-value stuns are working out. Toby does get hook shots, but oh no, Seth! He does the same thing again! Shad just sidesteps the black hole, and Shad will chase in. He says blood must be spilt for that mistake. Mid one will just TP away. No bash is going to be there, but doesn't really matter. Everything again from OG, and Shad, he's found the counter to Enigma. You just click away from him. It's that simple.
Twice now he's kind of walked out of the black hole range, baiting. Cataclysm. Russian Thompson. Again, that was not a minute. That was way less. And now it's all of a sudden Viking who are on the up and up.
Did they just try, did you try for an end here is what I'm thinking, because there's no black hole anymore. There's no Wukong. There's nothing on the side of OG. I think they might just. Viking.
Here. I think this is very difficult to block for.
Radiant's middle tower is under
down
attack.
quite a bit, but
they're dodging out. I mean, after they dodged the Cataclysm, and now they can't dodge the hook shot. LSA comes down to No-Tail though. He's the one who gets punished, and they'll move forward to Seb. BKB will achieve nothing as they'll run him down with a clip. They know he has nothing to friend, and the primal rule will ensure that he can't run away. Mid one, he wishes this fight was on the sides where the trees are, so he can move in. He looks on the Celery, does get the lifesteal up, kills off the ball. Aramis gets left behind. Buybacks are coming out, and Celery looks to arrive in the fight once more. Just to make sure his Jari
want to get
away.
out here. I feel like this buyback from Seb dealt a lot of damage.
Invisibility.
Game now.
It feels like things have really kind of switched in terms of pressure for Seb, right? You mentioned early on, any target's a good target for the black hole. Now, we're in a situation where if he doesn't get a godly redemption black hole, we could just see Viking go for the juggler to end the game.
Yeah, I mean, now he has to deal with both Shad and Toby here. There is no very popular. Very interesting. Are gonna find Toby.
Exactly, they are going to fight him. Now the question is, this was the kind of downfall of OG's lead, 1-by-1 pickoffs. Can OG return the favor? Boom, able to move away with the BKB. Cataclysm's on the march. Shout the BKB turns around though. They bring down 2 already. Both supports on OG dead. Mid one, the Abyssal stops the Wukong. They've lost 4. They might lose 5. They ping where Seb is. They're hunting forward for him. They're just going to make sure he has no easy TP out as they hit him up with the poison. BKB TP out attempt. 1 bash would do it. No bashes though at all. But I mean, what's it for? You know, you've managed to get your big black hole out, but you are truly now 1 fight away from losing this game.
No, for sure. Those kind of be the next point for these fight around. Of course, the bash only be.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh,
1 in 10. That's
why I picked
pretty sad numbers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Although the Abyssal has just proven the downfall of mid one completely. I mean, if you can't even get your Wukongs out in these fights, is it even possible to survive against the right clicks of Viking?
No, and I like the fact that Shed. Panic. What?
Oh,
Abyssal now.
Seb, that's not good. He can't afford to go down. The black hole will not be used. He's just going to die. And that's his dieback. He's gone for 85. And Fight can find the exact hit they need to look to close this game as they'll move into OG's base. And on to those tier 4s. We may have just ended up arriving at the 2-0 ending of this. Mid one gets the Wukongs down. Split through, drags one in, the cuts around all over the place. Toby doesn't know if it's coming or going. Now he's going down with 70. Buyback will come out though. Looking to arrive in the fight. Sax has got the magic immunity for the moment, but boom, zaps one up. Mid one able to survive mid wave for the moment. But Sax doesn't have the same liberty. He's going to be ran down. They'll hunt for more. Abyssal is out. They'll be able to find the Invoker. Mid one can only hide in the trees and watch his throne dies. He jumps in on top of Shad. BKB activated with the Galactus. Well, they snipe out. Boom. It's a good pick, but they need more. They're trying to force them away. Maybe they can get them off the throne, but it's low on HP, and Shad wants to finish this right here, right now. Mid one being juked out. Icefall's going to go down. He needs more damage, but is it going to be enough? Hook shot in on Aramis. Does control him up. Mid one trying to do the damage, but now being carried out himself. Will turn on a Shad. Forced to fire up against him. Is being brought low. Does get the life steal just in time for Toby. Arrives to back this up. The pro won't push away. It's enough. Flyback comes out. Monkey King first in the world, but the throne is too low, and Viking will stun him up to make sure they can round out this game with a 2-0 victory over the Kings of Dota as OG fall.
Yeah, I mean, Viking now take down Secret, taking Bow. Very Viking-esque fashion. I was talk about how.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make the microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.